Well, you go player of the game, and that's right. We have the player of the game. First of all, it's a little different than what we normally have. We've got one of these real sweaty guys, but now we get one of the pretty girls. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Katie McCorkle.
Katie, tell me, you are the player of the game. Tell me exactly why Coach Hinsley brought you up here tonight.
I don't know.
What do you do for the Newport Greyhounds? Tell us.
I serve water most days.
Okay.
I keep up with their stuff.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Okay. You're one of the managers and you have a lot of responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Not only on Friday nights, but through the week.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your experience in doing that. When did you start? How'd you get started? Tell me a little bit about that.
I started my 8th grade year.
Okay.
I tried out for cheerleading.
Okay.
I didn't make the team, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I decided to do this, and it stuck with me.
Hey, let me tell you what, it's better than cheering.
Yes, it is.
We're not saying anything
so
about
much more.
cheerleaders, because we love the cheerleaders, no doubt about it. But to be involved, I know it's important, and I know you come from a rich family Greyhound tradition and following the Greyhounds, and to be a part of something special like this, and it's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But the Newport Greyhounds are going to the Final Four, so tell us how we played out there tonight.
I thought they played wonderful. I think they always play wonderful. I'm always so proud of them when they come off the field and win or lose.
Oh, I tell you what, it's amazing that the Newport Greyhounds have gotten on a roll, and you have been a manager since the 8th grade, and you are a senior now?
No, I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, okay, but so you've been doing it for a few years, and you plan on doing it. You get a letter this year, you'll be a letterman this year, and a letterman next year, and a letter person would be the correct way. But how fun is it? What do you enjoy most about your job?
I enjoy just being around them. They're always so fun. Sometimes they're a lot, but other days they're very much fun.
It's a lot of fun, though, being around them and being around a part of something. And I love the idea. You say, well, and let me tell you what, a lot of us have disappointments in life, and we don't make teams. And, I mean, I've been there, Ben's been there, we've all been there. And then you take your focus and you focus it on something positive, and you make it, like Coach Hinsley said, I said, is this the player of the game? And he said, yep, we would not be here without her. And I love that. I love it. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Our George Kell Motor Company player of the game. And let me tell you what, that's not a shocker to me, but I am so excited that this young lady is our player of the game.
Thank you.
And I tell you what, we get the coach of the game here, Coach Mark Hinsley.
Please.
Yes, sir. Mark Hinsley, the winning head football coach, and also the athletic director of Newport Greyhound. Coach, we're in the Final Four, and it's not unbelievable. It's really not unbelievable, but it's so rewarding to see the fruits of our labor paying off. Final Four, congratulations.
You know, that's all. That's you're right, because you know when you put this team, what you put them through in the off season, and you put them through what they put them through in the summer, to be here when you talk about that kind of stuff all summer, and now you see it happening,
and you feel it.
It is rewarding to the kids, and that's all that makes all the the difference in what we're doing.
We were in a very, very tight football game. We got a couple of picks, but overall, other than the late score that they got and then the score that they got on the tip ball right here, your defense was once again outstanding. Talk a little bit about defense, then we'll talk about our offense.
David, I've said it before. It's all about, I don't want to give many secrets away because a lot of people do it this way, but deferring in the beginning of the game is just our thing, and that's what we do because you defer. We use our energy and our excitement for defense. And if you can get the lead going into half, getting the ball after half, it's so there's so much energy. Then you feel like you have energy going into the second half too.
Okay.
And then if you can just secure the third and fourth quarters with running the ball and keeping that lead, that's how we've been winning games.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it's not a secret or anything, but it's the way we do it, and it works.
Yeah, no doubt. And we were up here during the broadcast. We were kind of looking at, at the end of the first half, we were thinking, well, we might call some timeouts right here, and we don't. But the key is you're talking about is go into the halftime with the lead, and we get in the football coming out. And it took us about 4 seconds to score.
And you know what? And that right there changed the game. Because when you go into half, they're over there trying to think, oh, no, what do we got to do to adjust? How are we going to, we can't let them score here.
Sure.
We already knew we were going to come out and hands team. They were going to try something short. We knew they were going to try to onside it. And all we thought was, just get one more score.
Right.
If you get one more score, then they're going to have to go in that panic mode and start throwing it. Then we know exactly what coverage we're going to put in.
Right.
There's no guessing game then.
Right.
So, getting that score coming out as quick as we did was amazing. But, we wanted to score that first possession and put them in a make them one-dimensional, because we knew at that point then they were going to have to start throwing it around, and we knew what coverage we wanted to be in, and the kids did a good job of stemming the front, trying to be tricky up front, and it made for a good second half.
Just something that I remember that Brian pointed out, they completed a pass down there, or I guess it was a handoff maybe, but anyway, number 20 ran a long way and almost scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And Kobe McCoy
Yeah.
ran the guy down 40 yards down the field. He hadn't played a lot, but he'd been in there some tonight.
Well, we got the call in late. That was
Right.
my fault. Got the call in late. They weren't in right position because of the call. But you're right. The effort play, because we always put plus and minuses on every play. That's an effort play.
Absolutely.
You're not in the right position, but you make me look better. You know
Sure,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But for that kid to run that kid down like that, man, that's an effort play, and good job by him.
Well, John Bradley's offense, and we got rolling in that, got Jenin, just tons of yards. We tried to throw vertical several times during the game. I like the vertical throw, whether you complete it or not. I like the vertical throw, whether you complete it or not. It just makes those guys go, they may throw it deep.
I know. It's a soften.
Absolutely it is.
You just want them to think. It's like we talked about before. It's just always that guessing game. Like, well, they might throw it deep again.
Darn right.
So we better sit back on our heels a little bit, and then we come pop with that run, and always making them guess is the idea.
I think our offensive line was superb. When we take the ball, pulling the guards, getting out on the corner, our receivers blocking very well.
They're getting better. They're starting to gel a lot better. And when you throw Joe Brodus in the mix, kid's hard to tackle.
Yes,
he's unbelievable. His vision is so good.
Yes, we talked about that.
And that's something we don't teach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He does that because he's Joe Brodus. And there was plays tonight where he would press the hole, and he would just see him overflowing it. And he just said, wait a second. There's
Find
a
some
lot
daylight.
of red going that way. I'm going to go the opposite way.
Yes, sir, he did.
And that's just instincts you can't do. That's instincts he's born with. And, man, he's special for us right now.
No doubt he's got the hot hand, got the hot legs. But anyway, just a sensational effort. And the Hounds, really, Coach, Final Four. Final Four.
We've been talking about that since we started playoffs. We always, talked about, what if we're the Final 8? What if we're the Final Four?
Sure.
And now we're there, and that's what I told him down there. I said, how about them Hounds? What about the Final 2? I know, and you can get that if you prepare this week and you go into the game, go into the week preparing to win, and that's what I've challenged the kids to do. And hey, when you're down to this, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen, and I'm ready for the challenge.
Well, it'll be a big challenge for it, and it's supposed to be. Obviously, we're going to be on the road. It'll be a long trek for us, but it'll be a good prep week. And I just look back, and I was talking with Linda Black today about some of the times that you and I sat and talked last year on the air right here, and just talking about we had help come. We got help coming.
Yeah.
We're struggling right now. We're hurting a little bit, but we're going to get this thing turned around. And lo and behold, with 7 seniors and a whole bunch of juniors and sophomores, we've turned it around. Yeah. But we're not finished yet.
No, we're not.
We've still got stuff to play for.
And it's not only the kids. It's not like the athleticism that we have is good. It's great. But that's not what excites me about this team. It's what they do for each other. And this might not mean a hill of beans, but we're going in, and Jordan Neal is just talking up Joe Brodus more than I've ever seen a kid. That's a senior right there.
Right.
Even though he's taking some of the carries he's getting.
Absolutely.
But he's doing it because it's for the team.
It's a team game.
And he knows if he runs the ball, he's going to open up stuff for him. And I don't know if, that means anything to anybody else. But
it means a lot to all of us.
Senior is saying, hey, you run the ball so hard, just congratulating everything he does, and that just builds that kid up so much.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like about this team is it's not a selfish game for the most part. It's a teamwork thing, and I can't be any happier about that because that's what's going to get us far.
Well, we've got a huge challenge coming up, and again, we're supposed to. You're in the Final Four. Nothing's easy at this stage of the game, and anytime you go on the road and you win one, it's a happy bus ride home.
It's a happy bus ride home.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. I'm about to go eat a sandwich and drink a bottle of water, and it's going to be the best meal of my life. Yeah.
Mark Hindley, Final Four. Congratulations. Newport Greyhounds. What's that you say about the Greyhounds? We're the finest thing going.
Hey, we're the best thing going.
We're the best thing going right now.
If this team can stay humble and hungry, we're going to be a hard group to beat.
Before we end,
I
got to ask you,
please,
our crowd tonight. How big? How vocal? What a huge crowd!
I don't usually turn around and look at the crowd. What I do, I'm
sure
focused on the game. But there was such an excitement behind me tonight. I noticed that I couldn't scream across the field like I usually do, and I turned around and we are wall to wall over there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
wall
sir.
to wall. This is the day after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
At Atkins, Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
And we're wall to wall over there, and great energy, man. Everybody congratulating. It really is. You know, I can't say it enough. It's a special time right now.
It is.
You know, being part of the coffee and donuts the other day. That was
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
You know, the kids feed off of that. They really do. You know, they were so excited about that, just to have a crowd during practice.
I know.
It was just something they have never experienced. And you know, and that's what I tell them. Don't play for yourself. Play for the team. Play for
Yes,
the team.
sir. Yes, sir.
And they are.
Well, I wanted to mention them because I mean they were.
They were.
I mean, no doubt the 12th man for the Hounds.
They were.
He's Coach Mark Hansley, and his football team has won 11 football games. We're in the Final Four. We're in the semifinals. We're trying to get to the championship game. We'll see what happens coming up this Friday night. But until then,
you better believe it.
Keep believing, my friend.